didn't see you there. Hi. Welcome. I so didn't see you there that I didn't even have music ready to play. Like No, I'm not going to close Illustrator right now because I want to maybe have that file for later. Didn't save it. Oh, I uploaded. Yes, I did. Okay, cool. Visual round is up. Everything is up. Link should be good. Everything should be good.
How are you doing, officer?
How is it going today, sir, officer? You got to tell me if you're a cop. Are you a cop? You got to tell me if you're a cop.
It's the rules.
It's the law. That's what they say. I know I get a phone call. Fun fact, right to a phone call, not a real thing. Brand's making new OBS profiles working. Yes, BK was here on Tuesday when I was setting up the new OBS profiles.
Was anyone else?
People popped in and out. Badweave was here for a little bit. Brandon was here for a little bit. But BK was here pretty much the whole time.
Joe was loud. You know why? Because I wasn't here to test the new profiles.
That's correct. Yeah. Joe is loud. Shouldn't be that loud. Say something?
Check 1, 2.
Joe shouldn't be louder than... maybe a little bit louder than me. Okay, let me drop him down to like -3.
Yeah. I mean, it could also be like my proximity to my mic more than what's actually going on.
Yeah, I think it might be my proximity to my mic because I'm peaking at like -5 when
And
I
where am
max
I
out,
peaking? Like,
and you're peaking at like 0.
got it. Okay.
Or like -1 or 2, so yeah, it's good.
Yeah, no. Okay. That's fair. Here at Speakeasy Pub Quiz, we take criticism and we learn from it constructively.
Oh, I should hit play on my boy Harris Heller. Why? YouTube Music does this thing where I have to launch it twice because it's not technically a real YouTube Music app. So I always end up having to launch it twice, and I don't get it. I don't know why, but that's fine. There we go. Oh, and music is muted. Let's unmute music. There's that. All right. In theory, the OBS profile should all work fine. There's a non-zero chance that something breaks, but you'll let us know.
Yeah, no, the chat's really good about that.
Our thing says just chatting instead of quiz show. That doesn't matter that much, but I'll fix it anyway. Nope, not Twitter, Twitcha. And there's the tweet I should have sent out now. At some point, I will get a notification from Me6, and it'll say, "Hey babe, wake up, new Speakeasy Pub Quiz tweet."
Yep. It is really important to me that you see this ham. So I read a thing about LA Kings former captain Dustin Brown, and then I also read a thing about Mike Hoffman, who is also a hockey player. And then I asked the other person who's GMing with me on this, can we get Dustin Hoffman?
Now, was on purpose?
On accident.
Okay, I wasn't sure because it could have been on purpose.
Because like I immediately had edited on Discord. I meant Dustin Brown.
I'm just saying.
But also like, it would be in character for me as a GM to like accidentally try to get Dustin Hoffman and realize that's not a person in hockey.
Bet we've no issues yet. We'll see what happens. Everything should be working as it should. I actually didn't even test with Joe in advance. I literally just was like, you know what? If it works, it works.
We do it
We'll do it
live.
live.
We do it live.
In theory, everything should be fine. Like, all I needed to do, because of the way I set it up this time, all I had to do was drop his face into the thing. Oh, here's a problem. Let's fix that.
What?
Interlacing. I got.
Oh.
It's not that big a problem. It's only me, not you.
My hand is a dolphin. That gesture might be against the TOS.
I'm just
Hi,
waving.
Alex.
All I'm doing is waving. Waving. Smile and wave, boys. Smile and wave.
You didn't see anything.
Really, there's more
And then, like, we go underground with a little cup.
lag than usual for you. For piping you into OBS, but I'm sure that'll be fine on like a reboot. Oh, here's one thing that did break. When I was so fortunately I do Geeks Quiz, and that's also through OBS, and I actually do 2 Geeks Quizzes this week because I covered one the last 2 weeks. But
Because you have 2 menus now.
OBS Virtual Cam didn't work. It just didn't work. I had to downgrade OBS Virtual. I had to downgrade. Because of the issues the last 2 weeks, I was like, let me try upgrading and see if that fixes anything. Turned out it broke everything, because that's how it goes. So then I downgraded everything, but I didn't downgrade the Virtual Cam plugin for OBS. So then I had to downgrade that, and so I did that on Tuesday. So now everything should be fine.
Good night, Alex.
Good night, Alex.
Remember to give me points for the next round of Music League. It was so good that I wasn't last.
What, with the shanty?
Yeah, in part because Pole gave it like
5
several points.
I think I gave it 2. It was the better of the 2 shanties.
Yeah. But I was like watching the standings the last couple days, and I'm like, oh man, am I gonna make it? Or yeah, I got 8 points off of that.
Yeah, I gave it 2, right? And somebody else gave it 1. Like I think Dino gave it 1.
Yeah. Bigro gave it 1.
Bigo gave it 1.
Pole gave it 5 points.
Paul gave it 5 points. You know what? Respect the hustle.
Yeah. To be fair, I gave Poles 3 points. So like Joe and Pole just giving each other points on Musical.ly, that's just the thing now.
Seems accurate. Oh, you know what? There's a mistake up here.
I was looking for my song on the voting for this round, and then I remembered I wouldn't be able to see it because I can't vote for it because it's my song.
Yeah. That's kind kind of how the game works. Yep.
Are you kidding me? Elbon couldn't find a song that was 4 minutes and 20 seconds long.
He hasn't.
I found multiple. I think. Let's see.
Oh no, he did he finally submit and it ended up being not the right time.
It was like weird.
Now I'm upset. There's so many that are 19s and 21s. Does Talking Heads have 4? Talking Heads has at least 3 4-minute and 20-second songs then, because I almost submitted a Talking Heads song, and it's not either of these 2 Talking Heads songs.
This is so fucking good. Man. Fucking once in a lifetime, man. Hello, Abhinav.
How is that possible? I mean, whatever. It's possible, but that's so funny.
The current version of Once in a Lifetime is significantly shorter, which is disappointing.
Once in a lifetime? For some reason, I mean, I guess I'm glad that I submitted late and didn't notice this. I guess for some reason I don't have either the Psycho Killer or Once in a Lifetime on my hard drive, but I do have Mr. Jones. I don't know why. Because I was looking through my 4-minute, 20-second songs on my hard drive. So, spoiler alert, I did not submit either of the Talking Head songs.
Kuhan is bitch made.
Elbon dropped out? No. Rip.
That's disappointing. I was actually really looking forward to it.
Yeah.
Wait, do we have 2 Limelight by Rushes?
Wait, what? Really? That's so funny.
Let me see.
No, I don't think so.
Control F Rush. No, we don't.
What's the Limes Light joke then? I don't get it.
It was on the survey.
Oh, I see. Yep, cool.
Yeah, on the survey, not on the actual league.
Makes sense. Makes sense.
Music League is fun, guys. Play it.
Oh, right. Command V. Nope. That is a slot.
Should I give Once in a Lifetime 10 fucking points?
Can you? I just assumed Otis maxed it out at 5.
I can give Once in a Lifetime 10 points.
That's funny. Good song.
As tempted as I am to do that without listening to any of the songs, one of the songs is born this way, so I can't justify not giving Born This Way points.
Letting my days go by. Okay, this is before you ask, yes, it is a conscious decision. And now,
I can't hear this conscious decision, so
I know. I'm about to send you a file. And the conscious decision is within that file.
I see. I'm waiting for the file.
Yeah. It is at, like, there we go. Now it says processing. Now it says
sent. So I introduced my friend to marinetraffic.com today.
Oh, the thing that isn't a conscious decision is it has last week's date on it, but that's fine. On the file name, it doesn't matter.
Oh, I see. I was like, where do we have the date listed when we have PowerPoint up anyway?
Oh, I mean, in like 7 different places on the quiz answers. On the links. The links always are on there, and that has the date. But anyway, not that it matters. All right. Oh, look, clock is already there. So if I press this button, hey, look at that. Tremendous. One thing I should do, however, is add the browser source. No, I don't want the browser source from PowerPoint anyway. So that's fine. Cool. We'll be starting in a couple minutes. We will be back after this final song.
Which one is the conscious decision? Is it the run-on thing? Okay. And then odds evens. What are the questions in that round? In one. Yeah, no, I'm looking to see if I have a preference. Yeah, I could do evens for one. What do you get when you multiply 6 by 9? Well, you did the right thing with just doubling down on the Speakeasy Champion 2K21 bit.
I left Joe unmuted, but not myself, so hopefully you didn't accidentally say an answer, but I don't think you did. So let me fix this button, because this button does nothing right now. Hey, listen, I rebuilt OBS over the week.
It's true. I also dig that the cue to go to the last song was, so I introduced my friend to marinetraffic.com.
When I was younger, I had me a fortune. Tell her friend, she tell me about my future. It always stopped when black stallion in an open field, thunder and lightning, and it all seems too real. And then, right at that moment, she clapped her hands and asked me how I feel. Realizing that everyone is shouting, we are at a loud party. Some are dancing and others are talking. Some are dancing while they're talking. Won't you walk on through the door? Won't you take the time at all? Remember when this magic was magical, before the magic turned dull.
This is the Speakeasy Pub Quiz for Thursday, March 25th, 2021. This week's quiz, tabletop. Hey, hello, welcome to Speakeasy Pub Quiz. I'm the Show Quiz. How's it going, Joe?
It's going good. You know, I have a friend who worked on tabletop.
Yeah, that's a bit. Well, we're allowed to use the name tabletop because we have a
That
friend.
show and company is. Oh, I thought, yeah, we have a
Also,
friend who worked on that, but also
also technically, I paid money at some point. I
to support that show, correct?
for the Indiegogo when that happened. Yeah.
Yeah. Man,
Uh,
remember when that was a thing?
what Indiegogo?
Specifically that one, yeah.
Oh, yeah. I think I like got a sticker out of it that I have no idea what happened to it. I think I threw that sticker out because it was in my car door for like 2 years, and I was like, well, I don't use stickers. I don't sticker on anything.
Yeah.
It's,
I have so many stickers, man. I remember like at the time, I really wanted a dice bag, but I'm like, I don't have like money to throw at this Indiegogo, especially for specifically the dice bag. And then I was able to get the dice bag independently of that, so it
I'm
all worked out.
I might have gotten the dice bag as well. It might just be like with my other dice bags. I
Hmm.
just don't remember it. Also, I definitely got a Cards Against Humanity card with it. I'm pretty sure that's was like the reason that I went like finally backed it because it was before we knew Nick, I think. Um, or maybe it
Yeah, that
wasn't.
makes sense. It was like I think it would have been like right when you started to get to know him.
Yeah, yeah. So I did it for the Cards Against Humanity card because I used to have a problem and I still kind of do. Uh, I have
Yeah,
so many
dude, he has so many Cards Against Humanity packs. This guy,
cards. So many cards.
so many.
It's too many.
So
I have way too many. I don't even play the game. None of my friends like playing the game. I don't really like the game that much. But at this point, I keep buying the cards. It's better. At least it's better than Magic. Uh,
no, it's very true. Have you seen any of the previews for the new set yet? It's still a
no,
game.
I
I'm
never
so
played.
psyched.
I never really played Magic. I played Yu-Gi-Oh. So
Uh,
just as bad of a money sink, but worse
True.
because they do not retain their value.
Because you're a weeb. Oh,
Yu-Gi-Oh cards don't retain their value nearly the same as Magic cards do. Uh, all right.
Tinbeck says MTG got way off the rails. That's very true,
Yeah.
and we're going to move into other things.
Hey, last week's winner was Arson Nick Cage of stealing the Declaration of Independence. Their name was too long to fit, and I didn't want to go through the effort of making it shorter. So this is it. Arson Nick Cage stealing the Declaration of Independence.
Yeah. Let's talk about rules for tonight. Rule number one: don't put the answers in chat. On the other hand, you can put bang answers, exclamation point answers in chat, and then you can get the answer sheet to put the answers not in chat.
That's true. Rule number two, don't cheat. Whether that's looking things up online or asking somebody else in a Discord chat that you happen to be in, don't do it. Don't cheat.
And rule three: be kind to Nime and myself. Yeah, no, you guys come every week. This is a fun place. Let's
We all
keep it a fun
cool.
place,
We all know.
everyone.
Yep. I did also, as I mentioned earlier, just rebuilt the entire OBS. And in fact, if you notice, the transitions look a little bit different than normal. So that's a thing that happened. And in fact, some of them look different in a way that I don't like, and I might have to fix over the next week. We'll see. But yeah. Gameplay
This
rules.
just reminds me of our very first effects test, where because it was Star Wars, we were just testing wipes.
Testing wipes. We were doing star wipes and circle wipes. It was great. Anyway, gameplay rules. Quiz consists of 7 rounds, 7 questions each.
Rounds are, as always, going to include things like music, visual, video, and random knowledge. Round four is one you can play right now if you feel like getting a early head start. You can do exclamation point VIZ or bang viz like I'm doing right now. That'll get you a picture of different public transportation systems. Those are due before the end of round five, before the scoring break there.
Yep. Most rounds have 7 points available. Some have 14. Rounds 2 and 7 will, as always, have 14 points available tonight. It's actually funny. Thick Otis says he's here to harass Nyman Joe. He played a couple weeks ago, only played 1 round, and dipped before the music round, which I'm sure he probably would have done all right at, to be honest.
I agree.
Of all the rounds for him to dip before, he picked the wrong one. But we'll see. We'll see what happens tonight. I think he actually has a team tonight. So, time now then for round number 1. Round number 1 is called Pandemic. Pandemic.
So it's been just over a year since the before times. So we're going to give you 7 questions about what was going on in March of 2020.
That's right. Starting with question number 1. While former South Bend Mayor Pete Buttigieg suspended his presidential campaign on March 1st, which former mayor of New York suspended his campaign on the 4th, just one day after winning American Samoa on Super Tuesday? Let me read that one more time for you. Question number 1. While former South Bend Mayor Pete Buttigieg suspended his presidential campaign on March 1st, which former mayor of New York suspended his campaign on the 4th, just one day after winning American Samoa on Super Tuesday?
I feel like we were talking about this too, and we were like, at the time, man, it's so weird that these are the people who won American Samoa. Question number 4. The World Health Organization declared COVID-19 to be a pandemic on March 11th, just before which U.S. sports league became the first to suspend its season after Utah Jazz player Rudy Gobert tested positive for the virus. Question 4. Again. The World Health Organization declared COVID-19 to be a pandemic on March 11th, just before which U.S. sports league became the first to suspend its season after Utah Jazz player Rudy Gobert tested positive for the virus.
New Year's Eve, don't it seem like decades ago? Back in 2019, back when life was slow. Now it's June, we're just halfway done. 2020
Question number
here,
5.
we having fun
Though
out
she'd
in
probably like to
here.
forget it ever happened, Wonder Woman star Gal Gadot posted an Instagram video on March 18th of herself and some friends singing what song? Question number 5, one more time. Though she'd probably like to forget it ever happened, Wonder Woman star Gal Gadot posted an Instagram video on March 18th of herself and some friends singing what song?
As the sun rose on 1968 this morning, a tweet from the John, please let's not add the Civil War. How many years will we cram into one? Oh boy, how much more will she take?
I'm going to say before quiz, I don't remember if we were live or not yet, but Joe asked me why the whole spreadsheet was blank, because for once I cleared the answers before he cleared the points. This never happens. It never happens. And today, for one time, it happened.
It was legitimately the first time it's ever happened.
Because usually I would clear both, and then at one point, when we started running late, Joe was like, "Oh, I can clear the points." I'm like, "Okay, cool. That makes my life mildly easier. That's fine. Let's do that." And then this happened. Right.
Question 6. Because Singapore banned passenger flights on March 24th, the first ever direct flight from Australia to London departed Sydney on March 26th as what airline's last international departure to date? And question 6 for you again. Because Singapore banned passenger flights on March 24th, the first ever direct flight from Australia to London departed Sydney on March 26th as what airline's last international departure to date?
I wanna go, blood's got the stuff. I wanna go safe. I wanna hold you in my arms and not be afraid to breathe. I've been waiting patiently. I obeyed the rules. And now I'm ready to break them on you. No more sending nudes. If you come within 6 feet, it's
Question number 7. Finally, on March 31st, Representative Mark Meadows, Republican, North Carolina, resigned from Congress to take on what job in the Trump White House? Question number 7 again. Finally, on March 31st, Representative Mark Meadows, a Republican from North Carolina, resigned from Congress to take on what job in the Trump White House? And now what we're going to do is we are going to give you 2 minutes on the clock. I think my timer buttons work. This was the big question on Tuesday night, whether or not they would work properly. So we're going to find out. But we're going to give you 2 minutes on the clock. We're going to put all the questions on the screen. And you have 2 minutes to submit your answers. Remember, bang answers. Also, the link is at the bottom of the sheet, or on the bottom of it should be at the bottom of your screen, at the bottom of the PowerPoint.
It worked.
It worked. Yes, it did work. Very exciting.
We have a blank round 4 score sheet here. Just completely blank. No team, no answers.
Wait, what?
If you look at our submitted answers, there's just a blank round 4.
I don't see that. I think. Wait, what?
I have it highlighted.
Yeah, I'm seeing 7 answers for this one.
One row up. Are there answers in there for you?
I see 3 rows with data, and 2 of them are answers, and 1 of them is just the title of it.
Okay, no, it populated for me.
Yeah.
That was weird.
What's especially weird is it was populated there for me like 2 minutes ago. I don't know why. Like I opened up the sheet when I was talking about it, and it was populated the whole time. Weird.
Yeah.
Can you find a testing site, please, before you spend the night? Please, can you find a testing site, please, before you spend the night? Before you spend the night.
Yes, the visual round is round 4. But if you're done early with the visual round, you can submit it early. I encourage you to submit it early.
You can tell us round 4, by the way, that it says round 4 on it. Alright, you got 5 seconds to submit round number 1. If you've not yet submitted round number 1, go ahead and submit that now. Oh, look at that. See, here's the problem. Time's up is a little bit off to the right here. I got to move that over.
So go ahead and fix that. And hopefully it doesn't cut off the other timer.
It should. Size-wise. All right. So time is up. If you're not submitting answers to round number 1, go ahead and submit those now. Music here. I believe we should have this is about the number that we should have.
I don't know. I never learned how to count, so.
So with round number 1 in the can, if anybody hasn't submitted yet, we're giving you the extra couple seconds here. Your ad here. Do you have something to promote? Maybe a business, a live stream, or a podcast? Subscribe to us on Patreon. Support us on Patreon, patreon.com Speakeasy Pub Quiz, or email us speakeasypubquiz@gmail.com. If you want a clickable link, you can just type !Patreon, and that'll get you the Patreon link, or !PayPal if you want to just kick us a shekel. Or email us if you want rates for those ads. Time now for round 1 answers. We don't have a bang email. I should add a bang email. We'll get around to it. You motherfucker. Question number 1. While former South Bend Mayor Pete Buttigieg suspended his presidential campaign on March 1st, which former mayor of New York suspended his campaign on the 4th, just one day after winning American Samoa on Super Tuesday? That is Michael Bloomberg. Mike Bloomberg. He was also the commencement speaker at WashU's 2019 graduation, I believe. So my cousin graduated from his MBA program in 2019 or 18. I think it was 2019 though. And it must have been 2019 because Bloomberg was speaking, and I was like, all right, is he about to announce, is he going to talk about running for president? He's not going to announce at a commencement speech, but he's going to hint. He didn't really hint.
Oh man, but that would be such a power move.
Would have been sick.
It'd be a kind of a dick move, but also such a power move.
The worst part, though, is that I was fasting, it was outdoors, and it was hot as balls.
Oh, I'm sorry, man.
I legitimately almost passed out that day. Anyway.
Yeah. Question number 2. On March 6th, a Dragon spacecraft was launched into orbit for the last time Musk founded company. This was SpaceX.
Question number 3. On March 10th, pandemic concerns caused what California music festival to postpone for the first time ever from April to October before eventually canceling the 2020 and 2021 events? That is Coachella.
Question number 4. The World Health Organization declared COVID-19 to be a pandemic on March 11th, just before which U.S. sports league became the first to suspend its season after Utah Jazz player Rudy Gobert tested positive for the virus. The Utah Jazz play in the National Basketball Association, or the NBA.
Question number 5. Though she'd probably like to forget it ever happened, Wonder Woman star Gal Gadot posted an Instagram video on March 18th of herself and some friends singing what song? That song is Imagine, the John Lennon hit, as Diamond Club said, in the key of A, B, C, D minor, E, and F.
F's in the chat. Question 6. Because Singapore banned passenger flights on March 24th, the first ever direct flight from Australia to London departed Sydney on March 26th as what airline's last international departure to date? This was Qantas, which one team astutely identified as having a kangaroo. Unfortunately, that was not sufficient for the point.
That's correct, yes. It is indeed called the kangaroo route. Qantas is intending to bring back international flights by October of this year, but as of now, the last international flight Qantas has flown, was that flight on March 25th of last year.
And a lot of their services like Australia to Singapore, right? That's what that clue was.
Yeah. Well, it's because normally this flight goes from Sydney to Singapore to London, but it went from Sydney to another town in Australia to London.
Yeah.
They are flying to New Zealand, but they don't count that as an international flight, just like we don't count flights to Canada as an international flight. Question number 7. Finally, on March 31st, take 2, Representative Mark Meadows, Republican from North Carolina, resigned from Congress to take on what job in the Trump White House? He became Donald Trump's chief of staff. And yes, we would have accepted assistant chief asshat. We wouldn't have, but you put it in parentheses, so it's fine. That is it for round number 1. Time now for round number 2. Round number 2 is, as always, the music round. This time it's called Codenames. These songs have been codenamed by friend of the show, Alfred Matthew Yankovic. Weird Al, please be our friend. As always, 1 point for the song title and 1 point for the original artist. I meant to say original artist there, so 1 point for the original artist of these Weird Al parodies. So here we go, starting with question number 1. Question number 2.
I'm waking up in Cheeto dust. My belly's covered with pizza crust. I'm using my inhaler now.
Question number 3.
There's no killer rap I haven't run. At Pascal, well, I'm number 1. Do vector calculus just for fun. I ain't got a gap, but I got a soldering gun. Happy Days is my favorite theme song. I can sure kick your butt in a game of ping pong. I'll ace any trivia quiz you bring on. I'm fluent in JavaScript as well as Klingon.
Question number 4.
You can torture me with Donnie and Marie. You can play some Barry Manilow. Or you can play some schlock, like New Kids on the Block, or any Village People song you know.
Question number 5.
Subscribed on me indelibly. I've had bad reactions, bad infections, even hepatitis C. My friends think that I need therapy. Maybe some laser surgery. For the flaming goat skull on my knee.
Question number 6.
Sat alone on a bench in the park. My name is Forrest, he casually remarked. Waiting for the bus with his hands in his pockets. He just kept saying life is like a box of chocolates.
And question number 7.
With great power comes great responsibility. Catchphrase of old Uncle Ben. If you missed it, don't worry, they'll say the line again and again and again.
And there go the frames. Motherfuck. Hold on. Oh, I think the stream died. Hold on. Died is better than frame drops. Because died means we just come back. Okay, we're back. Cool. Whew. Yeah, because I like all the frames were dropping and then they stopped dropping. So that's fine. I'm fine with stream dying. Stream dying is better than frame dropping because stream dying means we come back from the stream dying. Okay, we're going to play all those one more time. We always do anyway, so we're going to play them all one more time, starting with question number 1. Question number 2.
I'm waking up in Cheeto dust. My belly's covered with pizza crust. I'm using my inhaler now.
Question number 3.
There's no killer rap I haven't run. At Pascal, well, I'm number 1. Do vector calculus just for fun. I ain't got a gap, but I got a soldering gun. Happy Days is my favorite theme song. I can sure kick your butt in a game of ping pong. I'll ace any trivia quiz you bring on. I'm fluent in JavaScript as well as Klingon.
Question 4.
You can torture me with Donnie and Marie. You can play some Barry Manilow. Or you can play some schlock, like New Kids on the Block, or any Village People song you know.
Question 5.
Subscribed on me indelibly. I've had bad reactions, bad infections, even hepatitis C. My friends think that I need therapy. Maybe some laser surgery. For the flaming goat skull on my knee.
Question 6.
Sat alone on a bench in the park. My name is Forrest, he casually remarked. Waiting for the bus with his hands in his pockets. He just kept saying life is like a box of chocolates.
And question 7.
With great power comes line again and again and again.
All right, hopefully you guys got all that. I think at least one of the 2 times it should have worked. Yeah, we're not dropping frames anymore, in theory. So you got 2 minutes, as always, to submit your answers for round number 2.
And we're looking for original song and artist, correct?
Original song and original artist. That is correct. If you already submitted
Cool.
without original song and artist, then redo it with original song and artist.
How does a bastard orphan son of a whore and a Scotsman dropped in the middle of a forgotten spot in the Caribbean by Providence and Palmerston Waller grow up to be a hero and a scholar? The $10 founding father without a father got a lot farther by working a lot harder, by being a lot smarter, by being a self-starter. By 14, they placed him in charge of the trading charter. Alexander Hamilton. My name is Alexander Hamilton, and there's a million things I haven't done, but just you wait, just you wait. Wait for it. Wait for it. Wait for it. Wait for it. I am the one thing in life I can control. Wait for it. Wait for it. Wait for it. I am inimitable. I am an original, and if there's a reason I'm still alive when so many have died, then I'm willing to work, Angelica. Work,
About 40 seconds. If not, it's the answers for round number 2.
around at how lucky we are to be alive right now. History is happening in Manhattan, and we just happen to be in the greatest city, in the world. The world turned upside down. The world turned upside down. The world turned upside down. The world turned upside down, 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 down. Hey!
All right, looks like time is up in 5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
Empires fall. We have seen each other through it all.
Weird mistake there, that's fine. All right, if you've not yet submitted your answers, go ahead and submit for round number 2. I think everyone has them right. Yes.
Yeah.
Yep, cool. So it's time now for round 2 answers. Just remembered that I need to set a thing up for round 2 answers. So let's see if this works fine. There we go. All right, round 2 answer. Question number 1.
The long-term contract I had assigned says I'll be making these movies till the end of time. Oh, with my
Lola by the Kinks. There we go. Lola. Question number 2. That I cut that together, and that transition was too smooth even for me. That is, the Weird Al song is called Inactive. The song is Radioactive by Imagine Dragons. Question number 3 rather. Question number 3.
Happy Days is my favorite theme song. I can sure kick your butt in a game of ping pong. I'll ace any trivia quiz you bring on. I'm Florence
in every city except Houston, but I still ain't losing. They see me rolling, they hating, patrolling and trying to catch me riding dirty. Trying to catch me
That
riding
song is
dirty.
called Ridin' by Chameleonaire featuring Crazy Bone. But just Chameleonaire obviously is fine there. Question number 4.
Or you can play some schlock, like New Kids on the Block, or any Village People song you know.
Don't tell my heart, my achy, breaking heart. I just
That is Cyrus. Question 6. Oh, sorry, 5 rather. 5 we already apparently I put up, but here we go.
beautiful tats all over my back, and I've got some space here on this side of my face. Here for
by B.O.B. featuring Bruno Mars. Question number 6.
He just kept saying life is like a bomb. Piranhas, she's lump, she's
Lump.
in my head.
Heading to the United States of America. And question number 7.
If you missed it, don't worry, they'll say the line again and again and again. Oh, sing us a song, you're the piano
Man. by Billy
Sing us a song tonight.
Ode to a Superhero, which is from... Oh my god, Poodle Hat. From Poodle Hat. Sorry. Took me a second. Lump, I think, is from Bad Hair Day. Or Gump, rather. Anyway, that's fine. I'm not going to go through all the albums. That is it for round number 2. I could. It would just take me a second. That's it for round number 2. Time now for round 3, Joe.
Yeah, round 3 is called Sheriff of Nottingham. So here's the thing. The Sheriff of Nottingham is an enemy of Robin Hood, and Robin Hood is a stock app. GameStonks, it's around on GameStop. Okay, cool. Question number 1. GameStop owns which retailer which ceased online operations in 2020 and was formerly represented by its monkey mascot, Timmy? You can still buy Pokemon and Rick and Morty products licensed to this retailer on GameStop's online store. Question number 1, again, GameStop owns which retailer which ceased online operations in 2020 and was formerly represented by its monkey mascot, Timmy? You can still buy Pokemon and Rick and Morty products licensed to this retailer on GameStop's online store. Although I lost all my loyalty points, so...
Well, here we are again. It's always such a pleasure. Remember when you tried to kill me twice? Oh, how we laughed and laughed. Except I wasn't laughing. Under the circumstances, I've been shockingly nice. You want your freedom, take it. That's what I'm counting on. I used to want you dead.
Question number 2. In 2005, GameStop acquired EB Games. While there are no more EB Games locations in the United States, name any country which still has physical EB Games stores. Question 2 again. In 2005, GameStop acquired EB Games. While there are no more EB Games locations in the United States, name any country which still has physical EB Games stores.
I'll let you get right to it now. I only want you gone. Goodbye, my only friend. Oh, did you think I meant you? That would be funny if it weren't so sad. Well, you have been replaced. I don't need anyone now. When I delete you, maybe I'll stop feeling so bad. Go make some new disaster. That's what I'm counting on. You're someone else's problem now. I don't need...
All right, question number 3. While it currently runs most of its games in HTML5, former GameStop subsidiary Kongregate was once an internet hub for games which ran on which now obsolete multimedia software platform? Question 3 again. While it currently runs most of its games in HTML5, former GameStop subsidiary Kongregate was once an internet hub for games which ran on which now obsolete multimedia software platform? Tragically, I don't think Neopets was as fortunate to transfer their games onto HTML5. Question number 4. In late 2020, GameStop announced that their back-end systems would be moving to Microsoft 365 platforms, which would be accompanied by profit shares on sales of what gaming platforms? Question 4, again, in late 2020, GameStop announced that their back-end systems would be moving to Microsoft 365 platforms, which would be accompanied by profit shares on sales of what gaming platforms? And I guess we're moving. Okay, cool. I wasn't sure if that was intentional or not. Question number 5. Until 2004, GameStop's parent company was which retailer which tried and failed to kill the Amazon Kindle with their own tablets, ultimately settling for proprietary apps instead? Question 5 again. Until 2004, GameStop's parent company was which retailer which tried and failed to kill the Amazon Kindle with their own tablets, ultimately settling for proprietary apps instead?
I had been speaking to you, but I left myself muted. So
So that explains a lot.
yeah, it explains the silence. Yep, I was responding to things or saying things, and I was like, oh nope, muted.
Yep. So yeah, what did you think of the fact that this company tried and failed to kill the Amazon Kindle? Not in 2004, of course, but
I had
later.
one of these devices for a while. I believe it's still in this
Yeah.
house. I think I actually picked it up from my brother's place in St. Louis when I was picking things up from there.
Yeah, I feel like they were pretty okay tablets.
They weren't great.
Question number 6. In mid-March 2020, GameStop offered what game one day early in an effort to de-densify stores by avoiding 2 releases on one day in the middle of a global pandemic? Question 6 again. In mid-March 2020, GameStop offered what game one day early in an effort to de-densify stores by avoiding 2 releases in one day? And we're going to finish this off with question 7. In 2007, GameStop acquired Rhino Video Games from which other retailer, which notably housed Pokemon Snap kiosks in their stores between 1999 and 2000? Question 7, again, in 2007, GameStop acquired Rhino Video Games from which other retailer, which notably housed Pokemon Snap kiosks in their stores between 1999 and 2000. All right, just like round 1, we're going to put all 7 questions back up on the screen, give you 2 minutes on your game clock, and then you will have 2 minutes to submit Sheriff of Nottingham.
That's also the wrong song. This is the right song.
I've got Dungeon Master's Guide. I've got 12-sided die. I've got Pride and Nightcrawler too. Waiting there for me, yes I do. I do.
Well, not anymore. Just, between 1999 and 2000.
That's what it says in the question. Although there is one that like I walk by whenever I walk in the direction of BU, like a used video game store here. Yeah, like I think it worked for Pokemon Snap and Pokemon Stadium. You could bring like your memory pack, plug it in, and then it would print off a sticker sheet for you that had your Pokemon Snap pictures or pictures that you took in Stadium on their like weird screenshot, the model of the Pokemon feature. Me and Ty, you feel bad about being old.
Remember when GameStop was relevant?
You mean 2 weeks ago?
That's true. Good point.
All right, time is up. If you haven't submitted already, I believe we're going to a scoring break, right?
That is correct. We are a scoring break.
Regardless, please get your answers in. We'll be right back when the scoring break is done.
Accurate. Hey, remember, this scoring break is a great time to finish round number 4 if you haven't done so yet. All right, we are all scored up then, so it's time now for round 3 answers.
Yep,
And
round number 3 answers is going to be what we go to before the standings check. I'm going to scroll all the way up because I was looking at something else. Question 1, GameStop owns which retailer which ceased online operations in 2020 and was formerly represented by its monkey mascot Timmy? You can still buy Pokemon and Rick and Morty products licensed to this retailer on GameStop's online store. That is thinkgamestop.com still has a ThinkGeek section, even though the ThinkGeek site no longer works. And I am no longer allowed to throw in sunglasses with all of the geek points I got, which is frustrating 2 years later. Question 2. In 2005, GameStop acquired EB Games, or Electronic Boutique Games. While there are no more EB Games locations in the United States, name any country which still has physical EB Games stores. They are Canada, Australia, and New Zealand. Canada, Australia, and New Zealand.
I believe I have a photograph of me at an Australian EB Games.
Yeah, that tracks.
In 2013 or 12.
When you were visiting. March Madness, baby. Tell me when we have people again.
Tell me why.
Ain't nothing but stream back, stream back, stream back. We good? We
Hey,
good?
there we go. Okay, yeah. I fully, like, my Wi-Fi was fine because my computer was still fine. My phone is still fine. My computer, my desktop just stopped deciding to have internet for a second. That was weird.
It's okay. I fixed it.
Thanks for fixing it.
Yeah. All right. Question. What I was saying is, to be clear, that wasn't the picture of GameStop in the opening. That is a picture of Naim at a GameStop in Boston. All right. Question 3. While it currently runs most of its games in HTML5, former GameStop subsidiary Congregate was once an internet hub for games, which ran on which now
Flash,
obsolete
on Flash,
multimedia
yeah.
software platform? Flash. Yeah.
Yes, BK, I am streaming over Wi-Fi. It's its own problem. Yeah.
Yeah.
It hasn't been a problem till today. Not till today. Till this week. Till this month. Anyway.
Yeah. Q4. In late 2020, GameStop announced that their backend systems would be moving to Microsoft 365 platforms, which would be accompanied by profit shares in sales of what gaming platforms? The Xbox line. Yeah. Xbox is what we were looking for. Xbox is what y'all gave us. Question 5. Until 2004, GameStop's parent company was which retailer which tried and failed to kill the Amazon Kindle with their own tablets, ultimately settling for proprietary apps instead? The answer here was Barnes & Noble used to own GameStop. They also made the Barnes & Noble Nook tablets, which were thoroughly middling and ultimately replaced by a much better Barnes & Noble e-reader app. Question 6.
They branded Barnes & Noble on Samsung tablets at one point. But initially, what it was the Nook tablets were running a Barnes & Noble fork of Android, and you could very easily put regular Android on them. And at some point, they started selling them for like $50 to get rid of them, and so it was the best $50 Android tablet you could buy.
Yeah. Like, out of the box, it was a pretty crap tablet, but, like, you could root it and have, like, a decently cheap Android. It was fantastic. In mid-March 2020, GameStop offered what game one day early in an effort to de-densify stores by avoiding 2 releases on one day? Y'all astutely figured out it was one of 2 games. The one we were looking for was Doom Eternal. Doom Eternal. All right, and question 7, to finish the round off. In 2007, GameStop acquired Rhino Video Games from which other retailer, which notably housed Pokemon Snap kiosks in their flagship stores between 1999 and 2000. Blockbuster was the former owner of Rhino Video Games. And they had the Pokemon Snap kiosks where you could get sticker sheets of your photos.
There we go.
All right.
Time now for a standings check as of round number 3. Standings time. We have standings. We have 6 teams participating. And hey, look, it's correct. Great. In 6th place, it is Diamond Club, potentially penultimate. Right now, ultimate.
Oh, because
that's true.
I added a bunch
it's
of things
fine.
I shouldn't have.
Don't worry about it. For now. It can change.
Yeah, it can change. In 5th place, we have Nerds with a Z.
In 4th place, Misery Loves Company Incorporated.
In 3rd place, Thick Misato.
In 2nd place, Pocket Sand.
And in 1st place, bold of you to assume we're not Suit Pit.
That is correct. Still plenty of quiz to go, and still at least one team hasn't submitted their round 4. So it's time now for round number 5. Round number 5 is called Clue. Clue. We'll ask 6 questions that connect in some way. You just need to tell us how they connect. I mean, you also need to answer those 6 questions. But that'll help you tell us how they connect. So here we go, starting with
Spoopy.
Question number 1. News broke today of the passing of Jessica Walter, an actress best known for her work as Lucille Bluth on Arrested Development, as well as the mother of what bumbling animated super spy? Question number 1 again. News broke today of the passing of Jessica Walter, an actress best known for her work as Lucille Bluth on Arrested Development, as well as the mother of what bumbling animated super spy?
It's one banana. What could it cost? $10?
Go see a Star Wars.
Go see a Star War.
We're gonna solve that mystery. I'll see a Scooby-Doo. Patrol's back to you. What's a Scooby-Doo? What's a Scooby-Doo?
Jarhead Wife says, damn, imagine finding out she died from this quiz. Yeah, imagine.
No, that was an answer a couple of rounds ago.
Question number 2. Adolf Hitler famously shot himself in the head 10 days after his 56th birthday. On what date? We will grade on a curve, so if you guys do really poorly on this, then we'll see if we can give you points here or there. Question number 2 again. Adolf Hitler famously shot himself in the head 10 days after his 56th birthday. On what date?
What's a Scooby-Doo? We're coming after you. We're gonna solve that mystery. I'll see a Scooby-Doo. Patrol is back to you. What's a Scooby-Doo?
Question number 3. In continuous operation since 1907, which Seattle farmers market is best known for its fishmongers and their practice of throwing fish? Question number 3 again. In continuous operation since 1907, which Seattle's farmers market is best known for its fishmongers and their practice of throwing fish?
I've been to Seattle like 3 times, been to this market like 3 times. Never seen this.
Oh, really?
Honestly. I don't know how. I think I just have 4
They're like
times.
famous for it. They're famous for it.
Yeah, no, you're right. Like, I have specifically gone to the place, but I've never like actually seen the thing.
That's incredible.
Yeah, right? Especially because like I've been to Seattle like 3 times.
For a second, I thought you were about to say you've been to Seattle 3 times, you've not been to this. And I was like, how?
No, like I've been to the place, I just haven't actually seen them doing the thing.
Right.
Which is also kind of wild, all considered.
Yeah, I agree. Question number 4. As of yesterday, 119 of the 120 episodes of Legend of the Hidden Temple
Legends of the Hidden Temple
are available on Paramount Plus. Who was the host of Legends of the Hidden Temple?
Legends of the Hidden Temple.
Question number 4 again. As of yesterday, 119 of the 120 episodes of Legend of the Hidden Temple
Legends of the Hidden
are
Temple.
available on Paramount Plus. Who was the host of Legends of the Hidden Temple?
Legends of the Hidden Temple.
Joe really loves,
So excited.
Joe loves
guys.
this show.
And if 2 teams get this wrong, I am disowning you.
Question number 5. Though they're spelled differently, 2 companies with the same pronunciation occupy the 56th and 63rd spots on the Fortune 500. One is a technology conglomerate in Silicon Valley, and the other is a food distributor in the energy corridor. Name either company. Once again,
When I read this, sorry, go for it.
once again, though they're spelled differently, 2 companies with the same pronunciation occupy the 56th and 63rd spots on the Fortune 500. One is a technology conglomerate in Silicon Valley, and the other is a food distributor in the energy corridor. Name either company. When you read this, you what?
When I read it, kind of wrinkled my brain, but like especially this question. I was like, whoa.
And spelling doesn't count, so really, it doesn't matter how you can spell it completely wrong.
Just sound it out. Sound it out.
As long as it
That's
sounds
ultimately
right.
what matters on this question. No bonus points come back.
Question number 5. Home to one of the world's largest correctional facilities and mental institutions, what prison, located in between Queens and the Bronx, has been described as New York's most famous? Question 6 again. Home to one of the world's largest correctional facilities and mental institutions, what prison, located in between Queens and the Bronx, has been described as New York's most famous?
Smoking mirrors and everything nice. I wasn't married to the weekend. I was begging on the back end. Kamikaze in Miami Vice. She shook a few of my favorite things. Like looking daggers, Cecily Quinn. I couldn't keep it all together. I was spooking in the end zone. Arigato, go gadget arm. She only took me for 10,000 yen. It's like a bad dream, something from the back of a magazine. Black and white and cheaply put together like a slasher film. I'm torn in opposite directions. The plot sucks, but the
And question number 7, like we said, what do all these answers have in common? Question 7, what do the answers all have in common? So here are all the questions. We're going to give you 2 minutes. Yeah, we'll give you 2 minutes. If everybody's taking extra time, then we'll give you guys 1 minute. So here are 2 minutes on the clock. Oops. I gotta put the time on the clock first. There we go. 2 minutes on the clock. Here are your questions for round number 5.
Also, one team still has to submit Ticket to Ride.
It's like a bad dream, something from the back of a magazine. Black and white and cheaply put together like a slasher film. I'm torn in opposite directions. The plot sucks, but the killings are gorgeous. And like a nightmare covering the tracks that have brought you there. Paranoid and frozen in the heathers like a slasher film. I'm torn in opposite directions. The plot sucks, but the killings are gorgeous.
I hope you guys enjoyed this round. I had fun writing.
Came out, nothing but nervous doubt, waiting for the big bang to get me. Came out, nothing but nervous doubt, waiting for the big bang to get me.
And once again, to that one team, we are still waiting on their round 4.
For the big bang. Wrapped in plastic, we all get the end. She had to take it to the majors, couldn't keep it.
If you think about our last standings update, that might help you. If you're not sure who you are.
They know who they are.
It's like a bad dream, something from the back of a magazine. Black and white and cheaply put together like a slasher film. I'm torn in opposite directions. The plot sucks, but the killings are gorgeous. And like a nightmare covering the tracks that have brought you there. Paranoid and frozen in the heavens like a slasher film. I'm torn in opposite directions. The plot sucks, but the killings are gorgeous. Goddamn, these
All right, time is up. Tinvec, this is Motion City Soundtrack. This is from the album My Dinosaur Life, released in the year 2010. It's called Pulp Fiction. It's track number 8. I can go grab the vinyl if you want, but I'm not going to right now. Time is up. If you're not yet submitted your answer for round number 5, we've got them in for every team now. There we go. All right. So, time now for round 4 and 5 answers.
Yep. I'm going to start us off here, right? Yeah. Round 4 was called Ticket to Ride. So, as Joe Biden once said, trains are dope. Logos from different transit authorities across the United States. And you had to tell us which cities or metropolitan areas were serviced by these local railway areas, local railway services. Wow. Question number 1, the MARTA is the Metropolitan Atlanta Rapid Transit Authority, I want to say. Atlanta. Sure. Question number 1's Atlanta.
There we go. I was like, why is it not showing up?
I was like, why aren't you putting the thing up? Question number 2, we all call it the T because the logo's a T. It's Boston. It's the T.
The MBTA. I don't remember what MBTA is. Metro Boston.
Massachusetts Bay Transit
Massachusetts
Authority.
Bay. There it is. Massachusetts Bay.
Question 3. So BART services the San Francisco Bay Area Rapid Transit.
We would take San Francisco. That's fine.
Yeah. For SEPTA, I think that's Southeastern Pennsylvania Transit Authority. But we were looking for Philadelphia. If you gave us Southeastern Pennsylvania, it's
Give
fine.
us
but I don't
something
think
along
anyone
those
did.
lines. Yeah.
5 is the Metrolink. I have a Metrolink card because it is the closest mass transit system to where I used to live. So the answer was Los Angeles. Public transit is not great in the United States.
Going to be extra kind to the team that wrote St. Louis because St. Louis is also called the Metrolink. It's not the Metrolink logo for St. Louis, but it's the same name.
6 was the CTA, the Chicago Transit Authority. It's what the logo is. Yeah. And 7 is the MTA, the Metropolitan Transit Authority for Metropolitan New York City.
I'll tell you what, I booted up Illustrator for the first time in a long time today, and I think it turned out well.
Yeah. I actually super enjoyed the transit map.
Joe specifically
that we got
commented on
for
the transit
Ticket to
map, so
Ride.
I'm glad to say that he noticed at least.
I am really passionate about trains.
Trains are dope, as Joe Biden once
Trains are
said.
dope.
Round number 5. Round number 5 was called Clue. We gave you 6 questions. We wanted you to tell us the connection of them, as well as obviously the answers. Question number 1: News broke today of passing Jessica Walter, actress best known for her work as Lucille Bluth, as well as the mother of Sterling Archer. Sterling Archer. Rest in peace, Jessica Walter.
H. John Benjamin just sounds like
that's just his voice.
weird.
Question number. He doesn't look like that though. Question number 2: Adolf Hitler famously shot himself on the head 10 days after his 56th birthday. On what date? You know what? I'll give the point for the team that wrote
For
his
the other
actual
one,
birthday.
yeah.
It's April 30th, 1945. But I can see how it was unclear that we were asking for the date he
as
shot himself, not just his
phrased.
birthday. So I'll give you the point if you wrote April 20th. Yeah, and if you didn't write the year, we gave you the point as well because only 2 teams that got it correct wrote the year. Question number 3. In continuous operation since 1907, which Seattle farmers market is best known for its fishmongers and their practice of throwing fish? That is Pike Place Market. Anything similar to that, if you wrote Pike Fish Market, I gave it to you as well. Question number 4. As of yesterday, 119 of the 120 episodes of Legends of the Hidden Temple are available on Paramount Plus.
Legends of the Hidden Temple.
Who was the host of Legends of the Hidden Temple?
Legends of the Hidden Temple.
It is Kirk Fogg. Kirk Fogg. Question number...
Anthony Carboni was on that show as
That
a
is
child.
true. Is that the one episode that's not on Paramount Plus? How funny would that be?
Oh man.
What? No, it'd be funny because they can't afford him anymore because of Disney. Disney blocked, like Disney owns Anthony Carboni in perpetuity from the past.
Disney is like, we own this man's face, so you are not allowed to put this on Paramount Plus.
I doubt it's true, but how funny would that be? Question number 5. Though they're spelled differently, 2 companies with the same pronunciation occupy the 56th and 63rd spots on the Fortune 500. One is a tech conglomerate in Silicon Valley. The other is a food distributor in the energy corridor. Name either company. Either spelling is fine, or if you spelled it wrong, that's fine too. Cisco. Cisco Networks and Cisco Foods. Cisco Foods is just called Cisco. I forget what SYSCO. I forget what it stands for. They're a wholesale restaurant food supplies, but I couldn't fit all that into the question. Systems and Services Company, Cisco.
Oh, that makes sense.
Yep.
Yeah, that tracks.
Question number 6. Home to one of the world's largest correctional facilities and mental institutions. What prison located in between Queens and the Bronx has been described in New York more famous? That is Rikers Island. Yes, Tinvek, I almost wrote a question about Cisco of the Thong Song, but I chose to write the other one. And question number 7, what they all have in common. They all contain the names of Star Trek captains. Jonathan Archer, Robert April, Christopher Pike, James T. Kirk, Benjamin Sisko, and William Riker. All captains. Yeah. If you just wrote Star Trek,
served in the graded captain for Federation Starfleet.
If you wrote anything with Star Trek or Star Trek characters, we gave you the point there. But yes, Star Trek. Jonathan Archer, Robert April, Christopher Pike, and James Kirk were all captains of the Enterprise. And Riker also kind of, but not really. He wasn't the captain. He was
captains of a Enterprise, to be clear.
No, didn't they captain the? Oh yeah, that's right. Archer captain.
Yeah, Archer was the NX-01 Enterprise.
Yeah, right. But April, Pike, and Kirk all captained the Enterprise.
Correct. Yeah. Riker didn't make captain until later.
Riker, yes, correct. Riker wasn't technically. Yeah. Yes, in fact, actually. So, by the way, I am not a Star Trek person, but these are all in order of chronological when they were captains.
When they would have showed up. Yeah.
When they would have been captains chronologically in time. So Archer first, then April, then Pike, then Kirk, then Sisko, and then Riker, because Riker appeared before Sisko but became a captain after Sisko.
Correct. Benjamin Sisko.
I did so much unnecessary research on this last night to make sure that I had it in the correct order of when they became captain. Okay,
Sisko made captain that is it while he was in command of Deep Space Nine. Riker did not make captain until he was given command of the Titan significantly later.
At the end of Nemesis. Yep. All right. Yeah, I knew that Star Trek nerds would appreciate the detail. That's why I researched it. And maybe now I'm going to watch Star Trek. Maybe I'll finally watch Star Trek because of how much research I did into that round to make sure that I was like, what can I do 6 of? Anyway, I hope you guys like that round.
You can watch Star Trek. Paramount Plus.
Paramount Plus. Yes, I know that because I talked about it on Cord Killers. Round 6 is called King of Tokyo. It is the video round. Pay attention to the instructions in the video. The clips will play twice. The second time, they will likely be shortened. If we have frame drop issues, let me know in the chat, and I'll drop the YouTube link like I had the last couple of weeks. But we've been okay the last few minutes, so hopefully we'll be fine. Here we go with round number 6, which I just realized that I did not set up. So I was about to play last week's round 6. Right now what I'm doing is I'm filling for time for myself so that I can play this week's round number 6. And in fact, I wasn't even going to play last week's round number 6. I was going to play 2 weeks ago's round number 6. That's what's loaded in to OBS. Because you know what it is?
King of Tokyo, the board game, by the way, designed by Richard Garfield, who also designed Magic the Gathering.
All right, here we go with round number 6.
I'm friends with the monster that's under my bed. Get along with the voices inside of my head. You're trying to save me, stop holding your breath. And you think I'm crazy, yeah, you think I'm crazy.
I wanted the fame, but not the cover of Newsweek. Oh well, guess beggars can't be choosy. Wanted to receive attention from my music. Wanted to be left alone in public.
Oh my God! Are you guys seeing this right now? Are you seeing this right now? Look! Are you guys seeing this shit right now? Oh my God! Oh God! Oh God! Oh God! Those aren't gonna hit us, are they? Oh my God! They hit it! They just hit it right now! Look, you guys, they just hit it! They hit it with. Oh my God!
Wanting my cake and eat it too, and wanting it both ways. My ego inflated.
What took you so long?
It is time for the third tale.
Lucy, but it was confusing, cause all I wanted to do was be the Bruce Lee of loosely abused me.
It's pregnant.
Hit the lottery, ooh wee, but with
Is it there?
The giant monster, yeah.
Holy shit. Gloria, you gotta see this.
What is he doing?
It's dancing.
Is dancing like...
Holy shit. It stopped.
Hi, assholes! Mwah.
Sweet, but with what I gave up to get, it was bittersweet. It was like winning a used me. Cause I think I'm getting so huge. One sheep, two sheep.
I'll take Goldar from the right.
Shit! Right behind you!
Come on!
I'm actually weirder than you think. Cause
I'm friends with the monster that's under my bed. Get along with the voices inside of my head. You try it. Trying to save me, stop holding your breath.
Oh my god! Are you guys seeing this right now? Are you seeing this right now? Look. Are you guys seeing this shit right now? Oh my god! Oh god! Oh god! Oh god.
You think I'm crazy, yeah, you think I'm crazy. Well, that's
What took you so long?
It is time for the third tale.
It's pregnant.
well, that's not fair.
Holy shit! Gloria, you gotta see this.
What is he doing?
It's dancing.
Is dancing like...
Holy shit. It stopped.
Hi, assholes! Mwah.
Well, that's not fair.
I'll take Goldar from the right.
Shit! Right behind you!
Come on!
No, I ain't much of a poet, but I know somebody once told me to seize the moment and don't squander it. Cause you never know when it all could be over tomorrow, so I keep conjuring. Sometimes I wonder where these thoughts spawn from.
All right, you got 2 minutes while we talk about Krispy Kreme.
Yeah, I just want to shout out the Speakeasy Cream for number 7. Because if you sit down and watch it, it's the best product placement in like any movie I have ever seen.
They only drop it like 3 or 4 times, right? But like,
But,
it's the best scene to do it too. It was the perfect scene to do it. Like,
Yeah.
I was like,
but like, there's also like the scene where the girls are fighting over forks, which is like burned into my memory.
I meant for this. I meant for the round though. I was like, this is the exact scene that I need to do for this round. Because
You're right.
Grab in and the Krispy Kreme is great. Perfect.
Yeah, no, you're absolutely right, because of every element in that sequence. But
anyway, the Olive Garden,
like-
the Olive Garden product placement and Sonic the Hedgehog also.
it's fair. That Binav is let's fucking go.
What's the game? Alright,
Looking for group.
we're waiting on half of the round 6.
Got
It's about
30 seconds left.
It's great.
It's a good guess,
Good guess.
right?
If you haven't yet submitted your answers for round number 6, submit them now.
And then once that team submits, we can do the other thing so that you can find out what the movie
Hey,
you
it's
all want to
submitted.
watch
All right, cool.
is.
So it's time now then for round 6 answers. Oh, frames are dropping. That's for sure.
Let's see if we can fix that before doing a frame intensive
Well,
thing.
fortunately, we can talk over it, but
Yeah.
let me see. Checking. All right, I dropped and came back, but I don't think that helped. In fact, it might have done nothing.
PK says a little more on YouTube, but not significantly. Do you want to drop the link and we'll talk over it as we try to slideshow it, or?
Now, there's no point in dropping the link for answers. We're back? I think we're back-ish.
Okay.
All right, I'm just going to hit play.
Well, yeah.
Audio is back, but no frames. It's fine. You can hear us. You can hear us. Here we go. Answers. Whoops, the music up. So question number 1 with homeboy getting eaten. That is
The Meg.
Number 2 is Cloverfield. You can see by the shaky cameras, etc. Question 3.
Which might be worse in slideshow.
Might not be great.
Neeson is the titular monster. The monster gets named in this. This is a movie with Felicity Jones and designer.
Pacific Rim, that's Pregnant Kaiju. Not called This one is available on Hulu.
I'm addicted to the way you hurt, the way you contradict me. I swear everything look worse
Yeah.
at night. I think
Good
I'm
movie.
overthinking.
Anne Hathaway,
I
Jason
don't care
Sudeikis.
who I might hurt along the way. I'm fucking sinking into every word. I don't care if you're lying when I'm
Miss.
drinking. So tell me pretty lies, look me in my face. Tell me that you love me.
Stephen King, so it's got that kind of other feel. And this is the Krispy Kreme ad campaign of 2016 Powerade.
Unfortunately, it's not the number 1 victory royale. What's weird is my upload is showing at like 2 megabits a second, which is not great, but better than what we're getting.
Yeah, that's very strange. Maybe Twitch just hates us
I know,
doing
right?
the
It's
video
always
round.
The video round where we die on.
Fog, like Kirk Fog,
Hey, the fog, the mist. The Kirk fog. Kirk fog of Legends of the Hidden Temple fame.
Legends of the Hidden Temple. This isn't... I feel like we've gotten to this point of the game at different points the last 3 weeks is the thing.
Okay, I think whatever I just did temporarily fixed it, and then it broke again. She was earlier, and I stopped her. And that's what I'm confused by, is why it's still a problem. Because before it...
Well, we can do the standings check for now.
Yeah, it's time for a standings check. Who do we got? In 6th place, Nerds.
In 5th place, we have Misery Loves Company, Inc.
In 4th place, it is Diamond Club, potentially penultimate.
So you need to lose points to get to penultimate place. In 3rd place, Thick Masato.
In 2nd place, Pocket Sand.
And in 1st place, bold of you to assume we're not Suitpid. So one more round remaining. This is a double point round, so frames are getting a little better, so I don't understand what's happening in that regard.
I think I did something to make them get better, but I don't know why they're only getting a little better, and it might not be related to what I did at all. That's the problem with not knowing things. All right, so it's time now then for round number 7, which is, as always, a round on random knowledge.
And we were being timed because it's the standings timer. You guys know how this works.
Just to make sure we get
all right, I'm going to start us off. Yeah, I'm going to start this off with question number 1 of random knowledge. The HMS Dreadnought was launched in 1905 and revolutionized the design of what kind of warship through the early 20th century? Question number 1, again, the HMS Dreadnought was launched in 1905 and revolutionized the design of what kind of warship through the early 20th century?
Soon may the wellerman come to bring us sugar and tea and rum. One day when the tonguing is done, we'll take our leave and go. She had not been 2 weeks from shore when down on her a right whale bore. The captain called all hands and swore he'd take the whale in tow.
Question number 2, 2 Stratego points. For the first, the most powerful piece in Stratego holds what military rank, once held by Douglas MacArthur? And for the second, 2 of what impassable water features are in the middle of a Stratego board? Question number 2, again, 2 Stratego points. The most powerful piece in Stratego holds what military rank, once held by Douglas MacArthur? And 2 of what impassable water feature are in the middle of a Stratego board?
No line was cut, no whale was freed. The captain's mind was not of greed, but he belonged to the wellerman's creed. She took the ship in tow. Soon may the wellerman come to bring us sugar and tea and rum. One day when the tonguing is done, we'll take our leave and go. For 40 days or even more, the line went slack, then tight once more. All boats were lost, there were only 4, but still that whale did go. Soon may the wellerman...
All right, question number 3 is worth 2 Monopoly points. For your first point, Monopoly was originally self-published under what title by anti-monopolist Lizzie Magie? And for your second point, Monopoly's properties are named after streets in what American city? Question 3 again is worth 2 Monopoly points. For your first point, Monopoly was originally self-published under what title by anti-monopolist Lizzie Magie? And for your second point, Monopoly's properties are named after streets in what American city?
This was just next in the autoplay. So.
So I introduced a friend to marinetraffic.com today. She actually really enjoyed that was a thing that existed.
Question number 4. Based on the pre-existing Reversi, what board game was invented by Goro Hasegawa in 1971 and is named after a Shakespeare play? Question number 4. Again, based on the pre-existing Reversi, what board game was invented by Goro Hasegawa in 1971 and is named after a Shakespeare play? Come on, Tinvec, no answers in chat.
I'm going to time you out for that. Look, all I'm saying is Tinvec knows better. Leg. Question number 5 is worth 2 Candyland points. For your first point, Candyland was introduced in the midst of which epidemic? And for your second point, in 1996, Hasbro objected when Candyland.com became the host of what kind of internet content? Question 5 is again worth 2 Candyland points. For your first point, Candyland was introduced in the midst of which epidemic? And for your second point, in 1996, Hasbro objected when Candyland.com became the host of what kind of internet content? No.
No, music. Oh, there we go.
Do you wanna bounce? No doubt.
This one too.
Oh, I don't know why this went to next. Question number 6, 2 Scrabble points. For the first, the shortest possible word in Scrabble has how many letters? And for the second, the longest possible word in Scrabble has how many letters? Once again, question number 6, 2 Scrabble points. For the first, the shortest possible word in Scrabble has how many letters? And for the second, the longest possible word in Scrabble has how many letters?
Oh, damn, my name's Will. Maxine, pleasure to meet you. Look, here's the deal. Can I sit? Thanks. Now, I don't mean to objectify, but this the metaphor that crossed my mind. You sweet, good enough to eat. Make a brother want a TLC. Creep, a brother can't sleep. Like a kid falling for you. So here's my own private nickname. I'ma call you. No doubt. Do you wanna bounce? No doubt. Do you wanna bounce? I ain't gonna lie to you. I remember laying eyes on you. All I thought about was living life beside you, boo. All I wanna do is be the perfect guy to you. Tell you the truth, it's like, 'cause I'm feeling like.
Worth 4 trivial points. We're going to give you 4 Trivial Pursuit categories. You have to tell us if they are real or fake. It's going to be, is the name of this category a real Trivial Pursuit category? So those 4 categories are fish, oceans, Broadway, and Stranger Things. Question 7 is worth 4 trivial points. We're going to give you 4 Trivial Pursuit categories, and you tell us if they are real or fake in any iteration. So we are looking for fish, oceans, Broadway, and Stranger Things. And now, as always, we're going to put 3 minutes on the clock for our double-sized round 7. We're going to give you all 7 questions, and you guys are going to get those 3 minutes to answer all of our questions for hopefully 14 points. Once they decide to come up. There we go.
Oh. There we go. I don't know what the fuck this is. I picked a random song, and this is very strange.
I sense the egg resting peacefully on a
There we go. That's the vibe we're going for.
Raise your hand if you're sure. My lord, my rapport hardcore. By no means a boss up to me, I conquer opposition. Go out on a mission, fix my position. Leave MCs wishing and bitching and complaining. Their voice gets hoarse from the strain in the verse. The small change in a big purse. I come hard, larger than planets. Weakening MCs like krypton out of granite. What I say, no authorities can ban it. If it gets too hot in the plot, you better fan it. And hip hop and don't stop. You better dance till your ass gets saggy and drops. Cause the words I speak gotta be love exclusives. I can rap for hours and I be conclusive. No excuses, examples, dismantling, dangling. A shape tuned to break similar to a triangle. Stay away, kid, or get dead. Shut your damn lid off quickly, I'll be rid of you.
30 seconds to submit your answers for round number 7. If you're not submitted your answers.
Cat and mouse games must stop. Percocet drop the baseline so I can rock and get smooth and funky. Juice up like a junkie, pull like punky and swing just like a monkey. And
Dance to this, reminisce, I feel bliss. The competition stays pissed, cause they can't rap like this, man. My voice gets grand, the JVC is in command. I take a stand to amuse my fans, from coast to coast, sea to sea, and foreign lands. Together put your hands and be jolly like a rancher, while your interest stays captured by me and my partner B and the CYT, and that's the force of JVC. Don't try to just because the habit is bad news, it won't help your game, cause my jam will cause heart pain. And I'll stick it to you like a
Alright, time is up. So if you're not submitted your answers for round number 7, go ahead and submit those now. We are going to take a scoring break and then give you round 7 answer standings in a bit. So go ahead and submit those answers.
See y'all in a
We'll be
second.
back soon. Why is time still up? Time is still up. Hold on. There we go.
There's so much more that I wanted, and there's so much more that I needed, and time keeps
Good.
Yep. Fixed.
9. Check. All right. Let's try this again. Question number 1. The HMS Dreadnought was launched in 1905
Yeah.
and revolutionized the... oh my God.
Anyway, sorry. The literally right as we came back, like frames were not dropping, and then we came back and frames started dropping like flies. No,
All
it's
right,
fine.
I'll
It's
take that
Battleship.
again, I guess. Battleship.
I think we're fine.
It's
Now.
Battleship.
I don't know why there was like a weird hiccup there. Question number 2 is 2 Stratego points. The most powerful piece in Stratego holds the military rank of Marshal. And 2 of what impassable water feature are in the middle of a Stratego board? Lakes or ponds?
Yeah, to be clear, General MacArthur's rank was General of the Army in the United States Army, but when he was advising the Philippines gave him the rank of Field Marshal. To be clear, because I know that was going to be a point of contention. Question 3. 2 Monopoly points. Monopoly was originally self-published under what title by anti-monopolist Lizzie Magie? That was the Landlord's Game. And Monopoly's properties are named after streets in what American city? That is Atlantic City, New Jersey.
I guess I made a mistake there again. Cool. Question number 4. Based on pre-existing Reversi, what board game was invented by Goro Hasegawa in 1971 is named after Shakespeare's play? That is Othello.
Question number 5, 2 Candyland points. For your first point, Candyland was introduced in the midst of which epidemic? It was the polio epidemic, which was designed so that kids stricken with polio could live their fantasies of exploring a land made of candy using their own 2 feet. Seriously, that's why it was designed to be played easily by children. And for your second point, in 1996, Hasbro objected when Candyland.com became the host to what kind of internet content? Adult.
Yeah, their fantasies of having legs. Oof. Question number 6. 2 Scrabble points. The shortest possible word in Scrabble has 2 letters. There's many 2-letter words. And the longest possible word in Scrabble is 15 letters. Obviously, you have to get very lucky and combine some number of words. It has been yet to been played in a Scrabble game, but it's oxyphenbutazone. Oxyphenbutazone. Sure.
And question 7, 4 trivial points. We'll give you 4 Trivial Pursuit categories, and you'll tell us if they are real or fake in any iteration. So fish is a real Trivial Pursuit category in Wildlife Trivial Pursuit.
You can't have a one-letter word in Scrabble.
Yeah, like it's in the rules. You would have to be the first player, and even then, you're not allowed to play just a single. Yeah. Oceans. Oceans is not a real Trivial Pursuit category. It is, but Oceans is not. See, Broadway. Broadway is not a real Trivial Pursuit category. There are a few iterations of Trivial Pursuit that say like stage and screen, but Broadway as a category is not a real category. But fish is in Wildlife Trivial Pursuit, and Stranger Things is a real Trivial Pursuit category in Back to the 80s. Trivial Pursuit.
That is the Trivial Pursuit questions. It's time now for final standings. Final standings, we had 16th participating tonight in 6th place. Misery Loves Company Incorporated.
In 5th place, we have Nerds.
In 4th place, Thick Misato.
In 3rd place, Diamond Club, potentially penultimate.
Unfortunately not penultimate, because penultimate in 2nd place is Pocket Sand.
Which leaves our 1st place team this week as bold of you to assume we're not Suit Pid. So congratulations to all of our teams tonight. Our 1st place team knows exactly where to find us for the thing. Thanks for quizzing, everyone.
Thanks for quizzing. Thanks for, again, dealing with these issues, which has been a lot weirder tonight than the last 2 weeks. I legitimately don't know what's happening. Yeah. In fact, it looks like we haven't dropped a frame since we dropped those frames right at the beginning of answers. I don't know what's up. Very confused, but you know what? Thank you for bearing with it, and thank you for playing. We'll see you next week. Same bat time, same bat channel, right here on twitch.tv, Speakeasy Pub Quiz. And also, I think I have a power line adapter somewhere. I'm going to try that. I'm going to try power line Ethernet and see if that helps. And if it does, then I'm going to upgrade my power line adapter and get an even better one. So until then, we'll see you next week for more Speakeasy Pop Quiz.
Bye.
Diamond Club hopes you have enjoyed this program.